Okay, but under the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act of 2021, okay, I believe that you are flying or have been flying a drone,
Right.
And I suspect that you haven't got an operator
So
ID.
I can't go over?
Okay, no, so at the moment you're being detained.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Auditing Yorkshire. We are at HMP Nottingham. It's closer than I thought, you know. It's literally 5 minutes away from where we're filming, down at Radford Police Station. So I've got some interesting stuff to tell you about this place. Just going to see if we can speak to somebody and get some permission. You got all your prison warning signs, you know, the usual stuff. Big blue doors. I'm assuming that's where prison van's going. So let's see if we can get some interactions here. Welcome to HMP Nottingham. Changing lives by turning them around, providing a safe, decent and secure environment which contributes to reducing reoffending by promoting hope and reform by effectively utilising and developing the skills of our people. We will provide a suitable regime for a resettlement and reception prison which will encourage those in our care to change their lives by turning them around. Doesn't seem like a bad place to begin with. Oh no. So the
that's why I think he owes the cabinet keys, you know. So it's like,
thought they were going to talk to me then. See if we can speak to somebody, possibly. Unauthorised articles list. Quite a lot in there. Grip bin's full. So I've been clocked by about 5, but nobody's coming out to speak to me. I'm just going to get rid of this cup and I'll move it afterwards, and I'm going to switch cameras. Right guys, we're back. So HMP Nottingham is an adult male category B prison. The capacity is 1,060 and the population is excuse me, 964 as of the 5th of January 2018. It opened in 1890. It's managed by Her Majesty's Prison Service and the governor is Paul Yates. Now Paul Yates is a CBE, OBE, sorry. So that's where the vans and stuff go in, and I think the blue door is just one of the old entrances to the place. The history of this place, it stretches right back to 1890 when it first opened as a city jail. Rebuilt in 1912, it's become a closed training establishment for adult males, a role it continued until 1997. Since then, it's received prisoners from the courts of Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire as a category B prison. In 1999, the Home Office announced that Nottingham Prison was to serve as a pilot project of potentially a national plan to track paedophiles and high-risk offenders after their release from their sentences by providing them housing in flats on prison sites. A dozen local residents staged protests in opposition. In October 2004, a voluntary drug testing scheme established at Nottingham Prison was hailed as a success. Participants in the scheme underwent intensive drug therapy with prisoners who remain drug-free offered the opportunity of early release from their sentences. Departure lounge. So yeah, if they stay drug-free, they'll possibly get out of jail early. In July 2004, the Independent Monitoring Board published a report which called for the worn-out Victorian wing of Nottingham Prison to be closed and urgently refurbished, as it was becoming totally unsuitable for accommodating anybody, especially in winter when temperatures in the building could be as cold as 10 degrees. Soon after the prison wing was closed in June 2008, it was announced that Nottingham would undergo major reconstruction that would double the size of the prison. The £95 million facelift saw the condemned Victorian wing demolished and new accommodation and facilities built in its place. That's crazy. 95 million. I'm not sure what that is. Now guys, there's no trespassing signs or anything. It just says keep clear of the gates and no parking, so I'm assuming we're allowed to walk down here. Nottingham is a category B prison holding convicted and remanded adults. So yeah, we've gone through all that. So resettlement services at Nottingham offer advice on housing and debt management, as well as assistance with employment. There is also a Samaritan's listener scheme for those prisoners who are considered to be at risk from suicide and self-harm. The listeners scheme at HMP Nottingham is supported by listening volunteers from Nottingham Samaritans. Further information on the Samaritan listeners scheme can be found here. That is online, guys. There is concern over large numbers of deaths among inmates. Notably, 5 prisoners died over 1 month in autumn 2017. 4 believed to be by suicide. Deborah Coles of Inquest said the fact these deaths occurred within days of arrival at the prison, when prisoners are known to be the most vulnerable, raises concerns about the processes for identifying and managing risks. Now, we do know they are supposed to be watched and checked upon quite regularly when they're first brought into prison, guys. I think it's every hour or something like that when they're on like a first night wing, and that's simply just prevents, so well, it don't prevent suicide, but it's sort of just checking on them and making sure everything's okay and they're okay, that sort of thing. In January 2018, Peter Clark, the Chief Inspector of Prisons, wrote an urgent notification letter to the Justice Secretary, David Gork, advising that 3 consecutive inspections had found the prison to be fundamentally unsafe. A warning that there would be further tragedies unless safety measures were put in place. Clark maintained 3 times in succession inspectors have found the prison fundamentally unsafe. So Clark also wrote inspections findings at HMP Nottingham tell a story of dramatic decline since 2010. Clark claimed irrefutable evidence exists that there has been no response to findings from previous inspections, and it was extraordinary there had failed to be more robust response. Clark claimed there were sufficient prison officers at Nottingham Prison, but over half had less than a year's experience. He stated it appears that the problem at Nottingham are intractable and the staff there are unable to improve safety, despite the fact that this falling increases in vulnerability both of who are held in the prison and of those who work there. There was yet again another death in October 2018, and the Chief Inspector of Prisons described the prison as dangerous and disrespectful. There have been 8 suicides at Nottingham since 2016. Peter Clark suspects suicide might have happened because prisoners could not face life at the drug-ridden jail any longer. So there you are, guys, that's all your information. So I wonder if it's improved in recent years since then. Obviously drugs is a major issue whatever prison you go to. You know, some are worse than others, but we'll never keep drugs out. Don't care what anyone says, we will never ever keep drugs out of the prison. It's impossible. We've tried and tried and tried and failed for years. Right guys, I've walked all the way round and this is a piss take. Can't get any further. No, it does go all the way around, but for some reason the prison don't want you to, so that's a big massive lock, so it begs to differ what they've got to hide. What have they got to hide round here, eh? So I'm going to have to turn round and go all the way back round the front, and I'll come back to you with that notable inmate story, because there's only one from what I can find. Right guys, I'm back round to the side where I walked down, but I'm going to go this way now. So I've just seen my first drone sign. It is illegal to fly or land a UAV drone over a prison wall, and it is illegal to use a drone to convey or drop any items into a prison. You believe you can get 2 years for that? So, what if you put a bungee rope around your drone, right? And I don't know. What if you know someone in there and he just fancies a McDonald's or something, or a Mars bar? Do you reckon you get slammed for it? Welcome the Community and Visitors Centre. So, another drone sign. This place has got to be like an overflow car park or something. Yeah, His Majesty's Prison. This is the Visitors Centre. I think it's actually shut, to be honest. Nice little bench outside. Eee. No signs of any police yet, guys. No signs of any prison staff. No one's come to speak to me. See, that's quite interesting as well. That is in the house next to that house there. If that's some kind of police station or something, or I don't know. There's some steps leading up to it, so we'll go find out. I did notice some cameras as well outside the building, none of which had a location on me, or just facing the other way despite walking past them. Forensic trap devices in use, smart water. What is that, in case you nick that? What is this place? like a front door there. Do you think that's where prisoners live? Might be a bit like style, unless it's like governor's office and stuff. Bike shed. Whew. I'll come back to you with that notable inmate, guys. Right, guys, so the notable inmate what is in this place for, he's in here for 15 years. Well, he got sent down for 15 years and was later increased to 20 by the Court of Appeal in 2017 for wounding his patients with intent by performing unnecessary surgical procedures. Now, this guy was a surgeon, guys, and he's performing unnecessary procedures on his patients. I don't know what the hell has gone on there. I have heard something about this previously, I just didn't know he was here. So I'm going to come back to you, see if I can get some information on the guy, find out what it is exactly he's done. So his name is Ian Patterson, guys. He's a breast surgeon who worked at Bupa Hospitals in Solihull and Sutton Coldfield, which were run by Spire Healthcare. He was convicted of 17 counts of wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm and 3 counts of unlawful wounding in respect of 10 patients. 350 patients who have been treated privately at Spire clinics are pursuing civil action against him and the company. Wow, 350. Now that's according to Thompson solicitors. Spire had allowed him to operate well after 2012, when he had been suspended by the General Medical Council. So he got suspended, yet this hospital still allowed him to work there and carry out surgeries. That makes sense, doesn't it? Spire's statement was, what Mr. Patterson did in our hospitals, in other private hospitals and in the NHS absolutely should not have happened, and today justice had been done. Patterson was initially jailed for 15 years, although the Court of Appeal later increased his sentence to 20 years and 37 million was allocated for compensation. Wow. Spire initiated litigation in August 2017 against Head of England NHS Foundation Trust, claiming the trust's failure to warn it of concerns about Patterson's conduct was negligent and that the company relied on the NHS as the primary employer. So yeah, when something goes wrong, shift the blame on someone else, guys. No, don't do that really, I'm just joking. But that's what these have done. So yeah, the company relied on the NHS as a primary employer to tell it whether doctors were competent or whether they were patient safety concerns. Well, there were obviously patient safety concerns, and he obviously wasn't competent, so somebody there has made a massive boo-boo. Now, I can't find any other information about notable inmates in this place, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go jump to some drone footage now, because we are on the main road, and I'm going to make sure these guys in here can see me, because they've shut the door. I've tried to speak to them and I've just been blanked. So let's see what happens when we pull the judge out. Let's see what the judge has to say about this place. See you in the sky, guys. Guys, I have not even set off with the drone yet, and the police are here. Just make sure we're recording. Yeah, I've not even set off with drone yet. The police are here, guys. You can clearly see. And the prison officers come out. Now he comes out. So what we're going to do is we're going to delay flight. We was scheduled for takeoff. Oh no, looks like he's going home. So we was scheduled for takeoff, but we are gonna delay flight till we've spoken to the officer. That is if they've come for me. We'll I'll just keep the footage rolling for a minute because I've got a load of them looking at me out at window, and that screw's going over to the police van. Yeah. We'll yeah, keeps looking over. Oh, it's not coming over to me. Fair enough. I mean, you can clearly see anyway that I'm not in the geo zone, so I've not even set off yet. That's Nottingham prison, all that red thing there. But anyone who don't know what a geo zone is, so with the software on the DJI Mini 2, it physically won't let you fly over a prison. Won't let you fly anywhere past the red outline of that building. So technically, well, I don't even know if it's let me fly where that prison van is. It's saying that's not part of geo zone, but technically you'd still be on prison property, wouldn't you? So, and they are still watching me out the window, guys, so that copper's definitely here for me. But yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am and wait till he comes to speak to me, guys. Hiya mate, you alright?
I'm sure you know why I'm here.
Yeah, can you just identify yourself on camera, mate?
PC Haller 1705.
1705, Nottinghamshire Police, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
I just thought I'd have a quick fag because, I mean, I saw you come.
Yeah.
I was literally, just before you came, literally about to set off with drone. And then obviously I've seen you come. So rather than set off and then having to come back down because I'm talking to you, I thought I'd just have a quick sig and wait.
That sound, yeah. You know the rules, don't you? You know the rules, what the crack is. So
what they said to you?
They've just said
because I tried speaking to them.
Have you?
Yeah.
They don't want to talk to you.
They just shut down my face. Well,
oh right.
I will literally, and I won't recording at this point because I know you're not allowed to record. Like even if I went in that reception area recording, I know I can get into trouble for it, even because it's still in my prison.
That's it.
So I will record him, but I was facing that door there and I didn't go in.
Right,
but I kept looking at him as if to say,
what you doing,
look, come out and speak to me so I can let you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I never did, so I took a few pictures and then they shut door and that were it.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. Yeah, as I say, you know the rules, you're more than entitled to film here. Drone is a big no-no, as I'm sure you're aware. I believe it's about, I can't remember the exact perimeter because I used to do it, but it's not going to be anywhere along this road, around the back of the estate, no drones.
I can fly from here.
You can fly from here?
Yeah.
You got the map? You got the app?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me the app.
Yeah, yeah, of course I can. Oh, shall I?
Yeah.
Shall I be a bit of a pain in the ass and say, no, I'm not showing you it? No, I'm only joking. I'm not out for any provocation because I literally do, I've done about, I think this will be my 13th or, no, 11th or 12th prison.
Oh, okay, you do auditing, do you?
So I do, I am a journalist.
Are you a journalist? Yeah.
So I'll go around to different prisons in UK and do like a mini documentary.
Okay, cool.
You like
you got a channel?
You like Channel 5?
Yeah.
They went to Style.
Have you got a YouTube channel?
I just do it for me.
You just do it for you, don't have a YouTube channel?
I mean, that's you know, if people want me footage, they can have me footage.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I operate in all kinds of different ways.
Okay.
But
I watch a lot of the audited videos.
Do you like them?
Sometimes they're funny. Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
Nobody's Poor.
Nobody's Poor. Is he from round here?
I don't know, because they go all across the country, don't they? They go Derby and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm going after there.
Are you going Derby? You know?
I'm going to HQ.
Derby HQ?
Yeah.
Oh,
to see
a lot of fuel and a lot of effort.
Well, I need to see if if they have changed their attitudes and things towards members of the public, because they are quite aggressive down there at Derby HQ.
Right, okay.
So that's what I'm going down there for.
Yeah, cool.
Obviously it's massive, innit? So get some drone footage as well, it'll look really good.
Yeah, obviously I'd advise against flying a drone over there, but if you know the rules and the regulations, you're checking up on that, then it's all fine.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I've sort of like, the way some police have spoken to me in the past, it's like, well, do you think I'm wet behind the ears, you know? Do you think I've just gone and bought a drone and decided to go to a prison and fly it?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Good.
If I didn't know what I was doing, I'd have been in trouble long before now. What's your name, buddy?
PC Hadler.
Hadler. First name?
Just R.
Go on, for me.
Richard.
Richard, I'm Kev.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So, are you, what drone have you got?
I haven't got a drone, no.
Have you not?
No. We got a DJI. What's that? Maverick.
Mini 2.
Mini 2.
Mini 2. So this is the Geozone.
Right, okay.
Take it, you know what one of them is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not stupid, are you?
So you're literally just out of it.
So
very clever.
I am. Literally, I mean, technically, even though it'd still be illegal, technically, this thing would let me set off from that car park.
Right, okay.
But it'd be illegal.
Yes. You're touching at straws there, aren't you?
I'm skating on thin ice doing it here.
Yeah.
But all I do, officer, right, is I go straight up.
Yeah.
So I'll go straight up to 400 feet.
Yeah.
And I get some aerial shots of the prison.
Okay.
Take a few photos.
Yeah.
And come back down.
So you can't take photos of the actual inside the prison?
Inside the prison?
Yeah, if you're flying it over the prison and taking photos of
no,
the prison.
I can't.
You're taking it from here and taking it across.
I'm not flying it over because it won't let me.
Right,
You know the software in this?
Yeah.
In DJI software, it won't let you fly over. It won't let you go into this Geozone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it won't let me.
Right.
It won't let me. So what I meant is I'm gonna go 400 feet high.
Yeah.
And stay in the position where I'm at. So say if I set off here, I'll stay in that position, go right up there, and that's when I can do my filming and take my pictures.
Okay, and that's for your documentary, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're allowed to do that because, as you're probably aware, and I don't want to tell you how to suck eggs now, but obviously you can take photos of anything you can see from a public place, can't you?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
so
no, that's true.
If I zoomed in and took a picture of two prisoners sat down having a fag, technically I'm not doing no wrong.
What's how long until you're off to Derby?
It's not going to be long.
Okay.
I've done my talk.
Go on.
I've had a quick walk round.
Yeah.
Round back, but you can't get any further because they've got like a metal gate there, and it's like a dead end.
Yeah, that would be private property. That will.
So you can go further, but there's a big massive steel fence, and it makes you wonder what they've got hiding behind there, doesn't it?
Probably prisoners in cars.
So we're going to find out.
Right.
So I'm probably going to be about, in all honesty, about 10 minutes.
Right. Okay.
And when I'm going to be going to Derby.
Sam, you got a car? Are you driving? Are you?
No.
No. You're walking.
No.
Oh, get trains.
No, I'll ring my mate. He'll come pick me up. Yeah. He's just doing Central Police Station at the minute.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I went down there earlier, but he had to go do something.
Right. Okay.
So I'm like, well, because he's already done HMP Nottingham.
Yeah.
Because he does them with me and says, well, I'll come and do this and you go down to Central.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're going to refuse details?
Of course.
Yeah. Sound.
I don't know why you feel the need to ask.
I'd just like to know who I'm talking to. You've asked for my name.
I told you my name.
Did you tell me my name? I think you did.
Yeah, did we touch fists?
Yeah, but you didn't tell me your name.
Kev.
Sorry, I missed that. Do you know your second name?
No.
You don't know your second name?
I don't have a second name.
That's fine. Yeah, no, sound. I know the game.
You're very fishy, you aren't you?
You're
I'm surprised you haven't brought your tackle out with you.
No, I'm quite cool.
Oh, is that why you've come out in van? Oh, your fishing gear in there?
Yeah, I wish. What was I going to say? Yeah, please don't fly the drone. I know you're clutching at straws, and you're very close. But if you could, that'd be amazing. And obviously, don't film on. If I
could what?
Don't fly the drone. That'd be amazing. All I can do is ask, because obviously it's going to put their back up, isn't it?
It would be amazing, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You're going to do it anyway?
Not to put your back up.
Right, okay.
Because it ain't your problem, really, is it?
I'm going to wait around for another half an hour or so, and then I'll wait for you to head off, matey.
Oh, you're going to wait around?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just I need to monitor, obviously, if you're going to be flying a drone, how close you're getting, because then I can take any action if required.
Slap the cuffs on if you need to.
No, I don't need to slap the cuffs on. You're calm as anything, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's just my demeanour, mate. I only really get agitated and things if people piss me off.
Yeah.
You know, if people don't piss me off, I'm a really nice chap.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Treat people how you wish to be treated and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have a fag and obviously pulled my mask down a little bit, but only reason I wear bally is because people start getting twitchy and start taking pictures of you and stuff.
Right. Okay.
And I don't really want pictures of myself online and social media and that.
Right.
And I guess they could say, but you can take pictures of us. It's like, then you've got to beg to differ, haven't you?
Yeah.
If you want privacy in a public place, then you've got to create it. So that's what I've done today. And every time I go out, I create it.
Yeah.
Which is why I go around looking like a Merseyside police officer said this to me. You go around looking like a budget version of Spider-Man. But we're up at Bootle.
I don't know Liverpool very well. Merseyside, Liverpool.
Yeah, New Strand Shopping Centre.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Really nice chap he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bit of a laugh and that. He took piss out of me, but it was banter. You know, we were having a laugh. So
good crack.
And he didn't ask me details out, so yeah, we just sat there, about 20 minutes or something. I had a good laugh with him and his mate. No body cameras, no tactical gear, no, just come out for a chat.
Yeah, happy days.
Good old school policing, that, I think.
Just chatting to people, it's half the job sometimes.
I get obviously in this day and age you've got to look how you look and wear what you wear for safety and things, because obviously we all know it's not like it was 20-30 years ago.
No.
The world's crazy now, isn't it?
It's a different world, isn't it? Yeah, things move forward, don't they? And things have to change.
It is, it's crazy. One of the auditors got beat up not so long ago.
What, by a police officer or just by a member of the public?
By a security, someone who owned a security company down at Reading Festival.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they damaged all his equipment.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up in hospital.
Blimey.
And all he was doing was walking around filming.
Yeah. It just gets people's back up sometimes, doesn't it? They don't like it, do they, being filmed? It's quite a new thing being filmed, isn't it? And I don't think people like it. I think police officers should be okay with being filmed, because 9 times out of 10 we get filmed, cameras and whatever else.
It's funny you should say that, because it's for police officers who have generally got something to hide, who don't like to be filmed. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say
from my personal experience.
That's fair enough. From your experience, yeah, that's fair enough.
There's a lot up at West Yorkshire who don't like being filmed.
No.
But it's one of the most corrupt police forces in the UK is West Yorkshire.
Is that what you think?
It's what I know. Yeah, it's one of the most corrupt police forces.
Just from your dealings, or what you've researched online? Or?
Just research and my own dealings. They're very incompetent as well when it comes to dealing with actual crimes, as opposed to things not what I wouldn't consider a crime.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, I'll give you an example. I know people who have commented on a lot of my video, one particular video I've done about.
Do you do have a YouTube channel?
The mum being burgled.
Right. Okay.
And it took 2 weeks for a PCSO to come out and see her. A PCSO. But when I went and filmed a police station in Bradford, week before last, I had 4 PCs and a police sergeant all come out to see me.
I'll hang around for a little bit, and then I'll go tell them what you're up to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pass that on, and then any issues, give us a ring.
I mean, I'll say my goodbyes, because obviously when I'm flying I can't speak to you, and then I'm just going to land it and go.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Are you satisfied? But
let me pull up the map.
But I'm performing illegal activity.
Well, let me pull up my app and I'll check my thing for you, fly it off.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I don't want to I mean, all I ever try and do really is alleviate people's suspicions, but 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work. And they still get suspicious. Is it what you use? Google?
Pretty much, yeah.
Same thing as what's on here.
What, sorry? So yeah, we'll do, won't it?
It'll be the same map what's on here.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. To be fair, I'll give them the dues in here. They have sort of like followed procedure by not coming out and speaking to me.
Is that their procedure, is it?
Well, yeah, it's for procedure, yeah. If they see any people taking pictures and filming, if they have got a genuine suspicion and a genuine concern, obviously contact police. They're not supposed to come out and approach members of public.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's in their code of ethics, but a lot of them do. I've had so many prison officers come out and try and act like Billy Big Balls to me. Do you know what I mean? And it just don't work.
And just trying to antagonise you almost, you reckon?
Well, yeah, I'd say so, but I've been doing it too long to it just don't work.
Yeah.
I had a guy at Wakefield prison saying that they owned the airspace. The guy was crazy. So
Yeah.
police came out,
Right.
and so I was flying before police come, and I'd landed as the police came.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what he was thinking. He was thinking, oh, police are going to tell him he can't do it, and then he's going to go. But
Yeah.
I didn't. I waited till as soon as police had stopped talking, I went back up just to
Right.
prove a point
Yeah.
that I can do it.
Right.
But
Yeah, smart that. Yeah. As I say, I'll go and have a conversation, and then we'll go from there.
yeah,
And thank you very much for your time.
it's all right. Don't worry,
Cheers,
Richard.
Kev. Thank you.
Take care, won't you, mate? That's my second interaction with Nottinghamshire Police, so big up.
Thank
You've
you.
done really well. Very professional.
We're a great force. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, pal. Right, he's going to hang about now until I finish flying. So I'm going to make it quick, guys, because I need to get myself to Derby.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
There we are, guys. We are out of the geo zone slightly, but we have an incredible view. So the prisoners will go through that door there and go into the yard where they will be processed. The prison officer, the police officer, is actually down there, and I believe he's going to hang about for, well, yes, how long we're going to be here, so about 10 minutes, so I think he's going to hang about just to make sure I don't break any rules. Go a little bit further back. So that's that car park where we went down to.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
So I walked down there and round that side there. Ah, that's where it blocked me off. That's where there's a gate. So I've recalibrated my camera on my drone and it's not in sports mode, so I'm going to have to possibly look at getting it repaired, because the gimbal keeps doing that. A bit of a football field. It goes all the way around there. All the way around here onto the main road. So it's quite big, isn't it? It's quite a big prison, this. So yeah, we'll just go a little bit further back. Signal's breaking up a little bit. There we go. Get a picture of that. No. We'll take some pictures on the way back down. And then I'm assuming that's part of the prison as well. Just not sure what part, but yeah, that's HMP Nottingham, guys. Just on the outskirts of Nottingham town, in Radford. Hey, the judge is back down. Just gonna go have a word with his copper. Reflections as well in car windows and stuff. That's why I work Valley as well. You know, like when like on windows and stuff.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's another reason why I do it. But yeah, do you know why? Obviously, you know why you can't with drones and stuff, with contraband and that.
I've got a I've got a drone officer coming. He's just going to go and he's just going to come and check. Obviously, he's clued up to the absolute max. So he's going to come and have a quick assessment of where he's been flying. So
oh yeah.
So he's just going to have a quick chat. He's on his way now. I'll be in about a couple of minutes or so.
What, do you want me to wait for him?
Completely up to you. If you want to head off, I can't stop you. If you want to head off, or if you want to wait around and have a conversation with him, that's up to you.
Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Because I know a lot of police in the past have like, oh, wait there, and then they won't tell you for detaining you. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm not detaining you at all.
Yeah.
I know the laws.
You're clued up, you aren't you? How long have you been in the job?
Not that long, no.
Really?
No.
That's probably why you're clued up.
No, I don't think I'm that clued up. I'll get by.
Well, you seem like a good guy. You seem, you know, like you do your job well and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, it's the best thing.
But yeah, the main reason is because of contraband being dropped into prisons.
Yeah, I've dealt with a few jobs like that. Yeah.
Have you?
Right,
You see, I don't know how that works, to be honest, because it's like, I'll be honest with you, I've seen all signs and stuff, and it's like, well, how can you drop drugs into a prison to someone if they're locked up? How are you going to know if they're out? And surely, like when they're out on exercise and stuff, they're being monitored by prison guards and stuff.
I don't know whether they're actively dropping it to windows or whether they are dropping over. I think so.
Ah, you mean to cell windows?
Yeah, potentially. I don't know how active drones are.
Ah, right.
How sort of information. But obviously, if they're going to meet them,
Yeah.
you can say I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and then block X, Y, Z, and work out what.
Oh, that's interesting to know, yeah, because I didn't even think of that. I wouldn't have thought it would go into the windows.
Or they just drop it over during exercise time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so anyway, I went straight up and then I actually took it back a little bit. Yeah, I took it back over the mouses.
Well, yeah, I've watched what you do it, so I'll pass it through.
And the good thing about these as well is you've got like, you know, your data. So every fly you do is tracked. And it saves your flight log.
That's good, yeah.
So if somebody says, like I were at Strangeways the other week in Manchester,
Yeah.
and it's like, what are you doing flying a drone over a prison?
Right.
I've had a few people say that. It's like, well, I haven't flown over a prison. But then, what if they lie and say you have to police just to get you in shit?
Yeah.
So then, all we have to do is get our flight log up and say, you can see exactly where, and it will move, and it'll play like you're watching a video, and it'll show you exactly where your drone is and where it's been.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So they can't there's no way like getting fitted up for it or out like that. But yeah, a very clever piece of kit these. Yeah. I've seen police ones what they use. They're absolutely huge. That pretty much covers a full car bonnet. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, right? If this guy starts being a dick with me, I'm going. Because we've had a nice chat, right? Obviously, yeah, we've had a nice chat. But if this guy starts being a muppet, I'm going, mate. All right, because I've had it before where there's been like good cop, bad cop, and I'm not doing that.
Hi sir, I will come and have a chat to you. I'm just going to have a chat to my colleague and then I'll come and have a chat to you. Is that alright? Oh yeah,
what's your name?
It's PC Price.
PC Price?
Yeah. I'll just be with my colleague for 1 minute, then I'll come and have a chat to you. Is that okay?
Yeah. What's your collar number?
3882.
Alright, cheers, pal.
No worries.
To be honest, I was half expecting something like a Cargate at Wakefield, you know, with that copper on motorbike. He was just a complete arsehole, him. But this drone operator seems nice. To be fair, I've not spoken to a drone officer before, so first time for everything, isn't there?
Mate, the first thing I'll say is obviously it's one of our policies to let people know when we have our body ones recording, so I have to let you know.
Big respect for that, mate. Big massive thumbs up for that.
That's one thing that people don't do a lot, is it?
No.
Essentially,
I don't even know if you told me.
What?
Were you recording?
No, I wasn't recording, mate. No, there's no need to. You're quite calm.
Oh, where you go then?
Yeah, it's one of our things. You know, when we come and engage with people in regards to kind of, I'm here for the drone part of it. Essentially, I'm happy that this.
Completely understand that.
It's one of the things that often, like, general police officers don't have the knowledge of, like the intricate drone stuff that you guys will know and we know. So, are you here for a documentary? Is that
I could be. I'd make a really good drone officer, I think.
You could come and join the police, and you'd have to do 2 years, but you could come.
Yeah,
and join
what it
our
is.
team
So
if you wanted to.
I got different prisons all around the UK.
Yeah.
And what I do is I talk about the history of the place.
Yeah.
Talk about what it used to be like and what it's like now.
Yeah.
Talk about any notable inmates what are anywhere. So people like that doctor's in here, isn't he, for assaulting them women.
Oh, right, I'm not sure.
That breast surgeon.
Right.
For indecently performing things on him he shouldn't have done.
Is that on Google or something?
Yeah, he's in here and we got 20 years.
Right.
And I think they've set aside like 39 million for compensation.
Right.
To like 350, over 350 people have come forward making allegations. Okay. So it's a big one, is that. Yeah. And then take pictures. So I take pictures on DSLR.
Yeah.
Film on my camera, and then take drone up.
Yeah.
That's why I've got body cam.
Yeah,
so if anyone comes to the police come or someone comes while I'm flying drone, I'll put camera on and say, right, let me just land it and I'll speak to you.
Perfect.
Just in case what happens in between that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I always do a pre-flight check before I set off.
Yeah.
I always check geos on.
Yeah.
I've got app on my phone.
Yeah.
And I basically just go straight up to like 120 metres.
Yeah.
And sometimes on occasion, and I don't always do this, but like today I've done it.
Yeah.
I'll take it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because then generally it tends to make like the picture bigger.
Right,
and you get better shots, like pictures and videos.
I'm happy.
I've
spoken to the officer and he's seen where you're flying. I'm happy where you're flying. Is it a mini?
Oh, did he watch me?
The officer did, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Richard
Oh yeah,
did.
not me. No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant prison officer.
No. Was it a mini that I saw you? You had it in your hand a minute
Mini
ago.
2, yeah.
Oh, cool. Have you got your operator ID on you?
I've got an operator ID, yeah.
Have you got it on you?
Well, yeah, I know it. I've got it on me, yeah.
Because can I just check that it's valid? Essentially, just because if you're flying a mini, because it's a drone, yes, it's less than 250 grams, but because it's got the capability of recording, you have to have an operator ID. I know you've got it, but I just have to check that it's on the drone and that you've got it, so I can check that it's.
The thing is, I'm gonna. The They usually ask for flyer ID, so I'm quite surprised you haven't mentioned that as well. But
You're flying under 250
obviously, you
grams.
know your stuff. You're
I
a drone
do.
operator. Now, I have got a operator ID,
Yeah.
and I feel really guilty saying this because you've both been so nice, but
Yeah.
genuinely, I think you're nice guys. But I don't really want to show you it,
Right.
just simply because I don't have to.
So
Because like
I understand what you're saying, but essentially,
there's nothing in law saying I have to show you it, is there?
so I have to ensure you're flying legally. The fact that you're going, I don't really want to show it you, makes me suspect that you've potentially not got one.
Right.
And that's an issue because obviously you have to have one when flying a Mini 2. Obviously you don't have to have a flyer ID, so I know some people ask for it because that's the one that people know about, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we have to
Well,
check
some people
that-
do, yeah.
Yeah, we have to check that it's on your drone, and we have to check that you've got one, it's valid and stuff like that, just so like the CAA can manage who's flying what drones and what they're using it for. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It does make sense.
It's not an intrusive thing. We don't learn your details from it. Essentially, the CAA have got a website where I'll put your operator ID in it. We'll take some details. I'll learn that it's a valid kind of operator
It is-
ID, and then
It is
we'll leave
valid,
it at
though.
that.
It is valid.
We'll
You can
just-
take my word for it.
I just need to check it.
I don't want them
unfortunately.
muppets in there thinking I'm giving you information.
What, inside there? Well, we can
Yeah.
go somewhere else if it's better for you and you don't want them knowing.
I don't really want it, to be honest. I mean, I feel a bit uncomfortable,
What
like
do you mean?
having to justify it, because like I'm an honest guy.
Yeah, no, I've no doubt that.
Do you know what I
I've
mean?
met you
And
before.
I'm like, I've been sound with Richard, you know.
Yeah.
Your man over here, my man, whatever. Richard, his missus' man. But yeah, I mean, I've been open and transparent with him. So
Yeah, and I've got no doubt of that. It's just something when it's a bit like if you're driving a car, you have to have a driving license. We need to check that under the Road Traffic Act. We've got power to check that. It's the same with drones.
what acts like the drone man?
So
Like if you pulled me driving a car,
Yeah.
and I refused to show you my license, is that that's an arrestable offence?
it is an offence, yeah.
but
Section
like
163.
with the drone, I don't believe there is I don't believe there is a section of law that says I have to provide an operator ID. I don't believe there is. So
Do you want me to get some paperwork to show you that it is?
That's
Would that help?
that's why I don't want to. Can you show? Can you? I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean, sorry?
Like I don't think
Yeah.
that there's a section of the law which says
Yeah.
I have to. And I know I'm not being funny, but
No,
police
that's okay.
can be very tricky. They can
Do
be
you
a
want me to get my laptop? Because we've got I've got
bit lickety-lick sometimes. Like, you know, police inspector telling me, oh, you can't take pictures of a police station and that, and I called him a muppet and I got arrested. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's people like him
Yeah.
you have
Which
to
make
thank,
you a bit
which
uncomfortable.
makes me act a bit twitchy and
Yeah,
the way I am now.
Yeah, no, I completely get that, because I think often in times where people, drones are a thing that are a new thing, and people start questioning things,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then people get uncomfortable at it, and then things get heated.
Yeah.
But essentially, it would just be putting your operator ID in. I need to check it because I need to check that you're flying lawfully.
Right. But I am, and to be honest with you, I didn't even have to. I mean, when I landed, I could have just walked off,
No, 100%. Yeah.
and you'd have
absolutely.
been here like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, I probably
Um,
would, to be fair. Yeah,
so-
that is true.
Yeah.
But part of, and I can get the specific wording for the legislation for it, but that comes with power to stop search people,
Yeah.
to check.
Well, I don't want to be stop and search because
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying to you is, I need to.
I don't like stuff like that.
Completely. Yeah,
So-
that's understandable.
Anyway, because
I need to obtain your operator ID
Yeah,
to make sure that you're flying legitimately.
Yeah,
I know you've said you've got one, but I have to check it to make sure that
Right.
it is all legitimate.
yeah, but
it
who-
doesn't take.
who
a
said you
long
have to
time.
check it though?
The CAA state that we need to make sure.
All right. Well, they haven't
you're
told me.
doing it. What the CAA have?
Yeah.
I can't account for.
I mean, because it's like I've done my online tests and stuff, and it
Yeah.
didn't say on there. If police stop you, you have to show them your operator's ID. So
But you have to essentially be able to present it
Yeah.
and have it on your drone. Does that make sense? And actually,
well, I know that.
because I can have a suspicion. I've got a suspicion that you may not have an operator ID.
You don't need to have a suspicion. Listen, boss man, what's your name again?
It's PC price.
PC price.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was just telling your man here that I'm on my way to Derby.
Right.
And then I've got another location to go to.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I'm sort of here half an hour longer than I should have been, so I'm gonna have to go, pal.
No, I understand that, but I'm going to ask you to stay here.
Yeah.
Whilst I sort out this operator ID issue, because I'm asking you for it. It
Right.
should be on your drone.
Well,
you need to show it me on your drone, okay? Because there is a power to stop search people if you suspect that they are off, or
right.
if they believe that they're flying a drone and they suspect, or have flown a drone and they suspect
I'm gonna
that's in the commission of an offence. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
the
but
offence
technically,
at time, which I suspect,
technically,
it's not a
won't be suspicion of offence if I'd have just chipped when I landed my drone, would there?
what, it's just disappeared.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have been here, would you? So there'd have been no suspicion.
I wouldn't have been able to
So
find you.
can we just pretend that like you didn't get here and
I
just
can't,
let me go?
Should we speed up the process?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want
No, I just want to go now.
You stay here. I'm gonna get.
I'm just starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable.
No. We just need to carry out his checks.
I've got on I'm on anxiety tablets and stuff, so yeah.
How often do you have to take them?
Yeah, like one a day.
One a day, is it?
Yeah. But listen, you big up, man. You've been really nice. It's been really nice, but I'm going.
At the moment, obviously, he's explained to you that he needs to check your details.
It's like, 'cause
if you've got it on you, it'll be a quick little thing.
I don't know. It's like my battery's gonna die as well. So.
Battery on your what?
Yeah, my camera battery.
Camera
And I don't. Yeah, that's gonna die. I don't like talking to police like when I have my camera. So.
Right, no, I need you to stay here.
I'm gonna go.
No.
You need to stay here, please, because essentially, under the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act of 2021,
Right.
okay, we have got the power to stop search people. If I
Yeah, but
believe-
see, you haven't told me that, so I'm
Right.
panicking now.
No, I understand that, but essentially, what I'm saying to you is that I'm recording. I've identified myself.
Yeah,
on
I know you have.
PCTW2
Big up to that, man.
and
Big up.
I work
But,
from Force Headquarters. I can show you my ID if you want to see my ID.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, but under the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act of 2021, okay, I believe that you are flying or have been flying a drone,
Right.
and I suspect that you haven't got an operator
So I
ID.
can't go then?
Okay, no. So at the moment you're being detained for the purpose of search to see if you've got a drone on you, so that we can deter that. Does that make sense?
So what do you mean I'm being detained?
So you've been,
Because I've never been detained.
that makes
What does it-
yeah. So essentially, I'm requiring you to stay here.
So what
we don't.
section is that?
He just explained.
It's the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft.
Oh,
Act
so
of
you're
2021.
detaining me for that? So for intersection for detainment itself?
It comes under that.
Ah,
act.
it comes under that.
Yeah, so the stop search power comes under that
All right.
act, and essentially it gives us the power to.
Because
stop
I
search people.
I genuinely don't think there's a law what says that I have to provide
So
it.
you can look at that act, but I suspect that you're flying without an operator ID. Okay, I believe that you have been flying because you've been witness flying. Okay, so that's what.
Yeah, because your man was
So
sat in
can
van
you
watching me.
get the drone out your bag for me so we can check your operator ID?
So what happens if I ain't got one?
If you haven't got one, that's obviously an offence, and we can deal with that.
Right.
And that's okay. We can deal with that one, and I'll go through the process with you. But obviously
What, will I get arrested?
No. Unless you
Right.
don't provide, if you don't
I know what
provide your
you mean.
details, then you can get arrested for it. Because obviously, for us to process the investigation, we have to have people's details. That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you get my name and stuff off this?
The operator
Yeah.
ID. So I'll show you the website, which is the CA website. We put your operator ID in, we put your name in, and they essentially go, it's valid, and then it's sorted. So can you get your drone out your bag for me, please?
Right, so I'm being detained?
Yeah.
Right. Right, I'll show you my drone, but I'll prove to you. I mean, I didn't really want to, because like I'm a bit forgive me, you know, what's the word? Bit pig-headed.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Too much testosterone, and I don't like to back down. But if I'm being detained
Yeah.
and I aren't allowed to, you know, walk away of my own free will,
Yeah.
then I'll show you my drone. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I do have an operator ID.
That's good.
But I'm just giving you my reasons as to why I didn't want to show you
Yeah,
it.
no, I understand that. And imagine you probably had bad experiences with the police before.
I have, yeah.
That probably don't really know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I have,
because
yeah.
it's a regular occasion
Yeah.
that we're on to. And that's why, essentially, often we'll come as kind of the drone department just to help and ease
Right.
that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So-
Right, yeah, obviously. You are recording, aren't you?
Yeah, my body worn video has been recording the whole time. Just going to note it down in my pocket notebook.
Right. why I'm taking that off. I don't need to take that off. I'm surprised you didn't see it, boss man, when you were stood over there.
I'm not a Scooby.
I literally had my drone sat on wall like that.
Yeah, I don't have a Scooby with drones, mate.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't see it.
I know about flying zones, but I don't know about flying IDs and all that jazz.
Yeah. Well, I've got one of them and all.
Have you got
A flyer ID as well?
Yeah. You don't need one, but
No, you don't.
I've got one.
Yeah, but it's helpful
helps,
for you
isn't it?
because it
Yeah, because they're free, aren't they?
and it expands your knowledge, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it lasts 5 years. And obviously, if I'm going out flying, I'm a bit of a semi-pro on this now, so I know what I'm doing with it. I've only crashed it about 5 times. I'm joking. I'm joking. I've never crashed it.
Thank you. I'm just going to get the CAA website up. I'm going to just check it to make sure that it's a valid operator ID, and then.
So can you, just for the record,
Yeah.
can anybody do this?
What, check flyer IDs?
So if I went onto the CAA website and put this operator ID in, it tell me that it's valid?
Yeah. It's
Does that mean people could get my personal information?
No, because no one else has got access to your operator ID apart from you.
What if they did though? Like, could they find out my name and where I lived and stuff
No,
like that?
because to do the check, and I'll show you the check that we do.
All right. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Essentially, they have to have those details. So you also.
You'd have chased me and all, wouldn't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Don't like running.
What would you have done if I'd have ran? Would you have chased me?
At the time, you were being detained, weren't you? So probably, yeah.
No, I wasn't being detained at the time.
Well, we were about to get to that point.
Yeah.
You weren't.
So
correct.
I'll show you. So this is just registereddrones.ca.co.uk. So this is the CA website. So you can check someone's registration status on it.
All right, I'll let you do that then.
So this is something you'd be able to do because it's something we do to check that your own stuff is valid. So sometimes if people question kind of when they're ready or if they need to renew it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
I get what you mean.
Do you want me to read out?
I'm doing my writing has been terrible today.
Just type it in.
It's alright, I'll show you. How long have you been doing this for then?
Not long actually, about 2 months.
Drone flying or auditing? Or documentary making?
Yeah, I don't audit.
No, you don't audit.
I don't even know
What name is it on the operator ID?
what auditing. Is that like when you go to like Tesco or something, when we get an audit and we go to make sure everything's okay from company and shit?
It's just asking
Yeah.
for your,
That kind of
for your
thing.
name.
What name is it? So essentially, the step 2 is the name must match.
Oh, I never said I'd give you my name and my name.
So you're not willing to provide your name at all?
No.
Or an address?
No, I'm not going that far. I never give personal details. Obviously, I showed you my operator ID because you said you were detaining me, but
But
that's...
I can't.
I proved to you I've got one, so that's as far as I'm going.
I can't validate your operator ID unless I've got your first name and your surname. It's not like I'm asking for your address. I'm not asking for that or a contact number or anything like that.
No,
It's just your first
I'm
name
not doing
and
that,
surname.
boss.
Because how do I know that this number's legitimate?
Well, you don't, do you? But
No, and so that's why I need.
it's on my
these-
drone and I've showed you it.
But it could be any number, couldn't it? And
Yeah.
that's why essentially the CA needs this.
Is your name on the drone then?
What?
Is your name on the drone? Is that what you're trying to say? Is you've showed us the drone, is your first name on the drone?
Like on the, physically on it?
Yeah.
No.
So you told me your name is Kevin.
No, I said my name was Kev.
Kev.
Because you said your name was Richard.
Yeah. So is your first name Kevin then?
No, it's Kev.
It's Kev. Short for Kevin.
No.
No.
But I ain't giving you my details. So I need to record all my interactions. Because obviously,
Not a problem.
just in case this goes anywhere, because at the end of the day, I mean, if you put they don't always give you details, do they, at police? If you know body cam footage and stuff like that.
They don't. What do you mean? Sorry. What, when you request it after?
Yeah. Well, they don't always give you it, man. That's what I got told anyway.
nothing in law that we actually need to declare ourselves as a police officer if we're in uniform.
No, that's bullshit, that, mate.
Yeah. It's the same with...
I don't know who's told you that.
The same with recording. There's a lot of people who believe that we need
do.
to tell you when you're recording.
You do.
There's nothing in law. There's something in guidelines. But not
GDPR law, mate. And it's in your code of practice. So GDPR law, and it's in your police code of practice.
Code of practice is different to law, though, isn't
But you have to. But you could still be disciplined if you didn't. This is what I'm saying.
I told you that I'm filming it, didn't I?
Yeah, to be fair, mate, you're being alright, you.
Thank you. Did you know that you didn't? That you had to give your flight number?
Say again, pal.
Did you honestly not know that you had to give your
Operator ID?
Operator ID?
No, do you think I'm winding you up?
So that is news to you then?
Yeah, no, I genuinely didn't know, mate.
Right.
Genuinely didn't know. I mean, I won't just wind you up for no reason.
No, of course.
Do you know what I mean? But no, I genuinely didn't know. Because it's like there's no on civil aviation website what says you have to provide your details.
I think it's all coming to fruition though, isn't it?
So if I think
all of these drone laws and everything like that, because they're just getting so accessible, aren't they? They're it's quite easy for to a couple of £100 you can get yourself a decent little drone, can't you?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I just wanted to make sure that obviously everything was all in order.
Yeah.
Turn my camera back on just so you know. I appreciate you've got your drone out, you're showing it us, and you've provided your operator ID. Essentially, we can't do it without your name at the moment. We'll do it slow time. We'll contact the CAA so they can provide us those details. So that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm happy for you to go.
All right.
In regards to the stop search, did you want a copy of that?
Yeah.
How do you want me to give you one?
Can you write one out?
I can't write one out at the moment, so I can email it, yeah? Or you can collect it from the police station.
What police station?
You can go to any police station. Obviously, I'll need to, don't go straight away, because I'll need to go and type it up and then submit it on the system, does that make sense?
Do you want to Do you want to write my email address down?
Yeah.
Because he knows I ain't committed an offence because he'll watching me.
Yeah.
No, not in relation to the flying.
In regards to your flying and the way you're flying, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
What's your email address, please?
So it's KEV.
KEV. Am I right to call you Kev, or do you want me to call you something?
No, that's fine. That's why I told you in my first name.
So, Kev, essentially, that's all we require from you today. I'm happy for you to go. You're no longer detained.
Thank you.
I've got your email address. You'll receive a copy of that from the stop search record. That provides kind of my details, where we are, the time it's happened, the circumstances, and like the grounds which we've searched it today.
Right.
And they'll read them for you. Okay.
Right. When shall I look out for the email then?
So as soon as practicable. So essentially, I shall go in my car and do it now.
Right. Okay.
However, if an immediate job comes in,
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Job, then it can be delayed from there.
No problem, mate. It's just no problem. It's just for my record. That's all.
No, that's okay. I really appreciate your cooperation today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like. I just said to your colleague when you were over there. I said I genuinely didn't know that I had to give my operator ID because, like I said, there's nothing on the CEA website what says if you stop by the police, you must show your operator ID or you must show your flyer ID.
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't know.
No, that's okay. So obviously it's an education.
So I'm not taking piss out of you.
Don't worry about it
know what I
at
mean?
all. It's an educational thing whereby it just leads us on to suspect. So if
Yeah,
someone, because there's no other way, if we've got no details, we
Yeah.
can't check it. Does
No, I
that
get what
make
you're saying.
sense? And it's the register in regards to that is a bit delayed and behind of like driving license. A driving license we can check on a name. However, you can't check an operator ID on just a name.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
But I'm happy for you to go. I know you said you were going to Derby for another location.
Yeah.
So
Don't tell them, will you? I don't want to get jumped on.
Are you going anywhere interesting?
Just at HQ,
Oh, cool.
just to get some aerial shots.
Yeah.
I'm going home, man.
Oh, cool. Brilliant. Where's home?
It's been a very productive day.
Good.
Just back up north,
Oh, right.
not far.
You've come up from north. All the way to
I'll let you work it
Nottingham.
out with my accent.
Well, I was going to say,
Have a guess.
I went somewhere in Yorkshire.
Yep.
There we go, that'll do for me.
West Yorkshire.
You've come all the way from West Yorkshire to Nottingham.
I have, yeah.
It's not the prettiest place, is it?
No, but there are a couple of police stations I did down here, and obviously prison.
Yeah.
Because my goal is to do every single prison in UK.
Oh, cool.
That's England, Scotland, Wales,
How
and
far
Ireland.
have you got so far?
I've done I think about 11 or 12 so far. But I've only been going a couple of months, so
It's not bad going there, is it?
you know, we'll see how old I am when I've cracked them all. You know what I mean?
Lovely.
Or if I can even be arsed by then, I might just give up. You know what I mean? I might get to like
might be
50 and
bored
just
by
give up.
then. Yeah. It'll be
Do you know
a
what I
very
mean?
long documentary if you do every single
It will
one.
be, you know. People are always saying, because I use TikTok, they're always saying, why do you always put bits of clips up, and where's these documentaries what you keep talking about?
Yeah.
And like, well, look in the right place and you'll find them.
Right.
I never give too much away, do you know what I mean?
So is it on like is it a YouTube documentary, or you're not produced a documentary yet, obviously, because you're still filming for it. But
No, well,
will it be out on YouTube? Or?
Channel 5 have not sent me funding through for it yet, so.
Right, it's still waiting.
But yeah,
Dry ITV, they might help.
they might do. I was filming ITV a couple of weeks ago.
Oh really? Yeah.
We're up at Coronation Street.
Yeah.
You know the
They're set up there.
Media City. Our flight flew right over at set and watched them all filming.
Oh, that's cool.
Obviously, I didn't interfere with what we were doing
Yeah.
because, as you saw my drone, when it's that high, you can't hear it.
No.
You can't see it unless you're looking for
No,
it.
not with the Mini.
So they had no idea I was watching. Security did, because they asked me not to do it. I said I ain't going to interfere, and we won't even know it's there, mate. So, yeah, you know, don't worry about it. And it was sound. So,
Wicked. Thank you very much, Kev. Obviously, I'll send you an email with that stop search record as soon as practicable,
cheers, mate.
and you'll get that through. All right.
Right, I'll get off then.
Wicked. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. See you later. Take care. There you go, chaps. They're all having crack with prison officers now. Well, ain't life full of surprises, eh? I mean, you know, it's true, isn't it? You learn something new every day, that kind of thing. Or do you? Or do you? Or do you just get told something you already know? I don't know, guys. I will leave it for you guys to work out. But I have been at HMP Nottingham far longer than I was supposed to have been. I mean, I don't really know what you guys are going to think about them two police officers. Personally, I don't know. Richard, for example, he was okay to begin with. I mean, his face looked like it was dropping a little bit towards back end of the incident. It looked like, well, not incident, interaction. It looked like he was getting pissed off with me. I'm going to be honest with you. But I did not want to show them my operator's ID, and as far as I'm aware, there's nothing in English law which says I have to. So they detained me under, you know, the Drones Act or whatever it was. He did say it. So I got detained under that, and he obtained my operator ID, which is on my drone, and then he wanted my name, which again I refused to give him. If he had really reasonable suspicion that I'm committing a crime to obtain my details, it'd probably be a different section, I imagine. Section 1 of PACE maybe, something like that. Or, you know, abuse that power, or abuse the Antisocial Order Act, Antisocial Behaviour Act. But nevertheless, guys, it is what it is. And I'm now done and dusted. Certain actions probably will be taken against the police as a result of what they've done to me and detaining me and things like that. But I just want to know what you guys think about it. I want your opinions on it. So if you let me know in the comments, guys, I really appreciate the feedback. So we didn't actually get this part at prison, so I'll just show you very quickly. Another drone sign there. I mean, it sort of like goes round onto an housing estate. All the way up there. So, I mean, I won't say it was a good interaction with police, but it was an interaction. And I'm now going to move on to my next location, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, as always, like, comment and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future and upcoming videos, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah.